Hi there. If you've ever watched the movie Top Gun, I'm certain you've wondered, like many others, how do these jets work? How do they know where they are? Or at what speed they are going? Top Gun is a really old movie, and since then, technology has improved over the years. If you look at all the aerial battles in the Top Gun movie of 1986, or dogfights as they are referred to, I predict there won't be as many in the new upcoming Top Gun Maverick movie. This is mainly due to the fact that there has been advancements in unmanned aerial vehicles and air-to-air missiles. An unmanned aerial vehicle, or UAV, more commonly known as a drone, is an aircraft with no human pilot on board. Instead, the aircraft or UAV is controlled remotely by a human operator, or may even be completely autonomous and does not allow human intervention. UAVs are typically used for missions that are too dangerous for humans. While drones originated mostly in military applications, their use is rapidly finding many more applications, including aerial photography, product deliveries, and even drone racing. UAVs have a more comprehensive range of movement and is able to fly lower in all directions to navigate effortlessly when contrasted to a crewed aircraft. In a crewed aircraft, pilots are only able to withstand a limited amount of force until they have to eject. A great example of this is in the movie Top Gun, in the scene where Goose loses his life. If you are curious like myself about this height which he falls from, it can be written as a differential equation. Because of free fall, acceleration due to gravity will be constant and equal to negative 9.81 meters per square second. Acceleration is equal to the derivative of velocity with respect to time. Velocity is equal to the derivative of height with respect to time. By combining these two equations, you get the square derivative of height with respect to time is equal to gravity. By determining the second integral of this combined equation, you are left with an equation that describes the height of a falling object from an initial height and initial velocity as a function of time. Jets are capable of flying at very high speeds. How are these speeds measured? In the cockpit, the airspeed indicator, ASI, uses the pitot-static system to determine airspeed. A pitot tube usually is located at the front end of jets, and it measures air pressure and uses the principle of air pressure gradient. The pitot tube has two openings. One opening faces the direction of airflow, which is known as the ram pressure. The other lies perpendicular to the direction of airflow, which is known as static pressure. Measuring the difference between these pressures using Bernoulli's equation, you get the dynamic pressure, which is used to indicate airspeed. These same pressures are calibrated to indicate vertical speed as well as altitude. In faster aircraft, Mach meters are used to determine airspeed relative to the speed of sound. A barometer, which is a device typically used to measure atmospheric pressure, has more than one use in an aircraft. It is used to determine altitude, cabin pressure, and can be used to predict short-term changes in the weather. If the barometer measures a low air pressure, the weather will most likely be cold and rainy. This is because air is rising when it rains, and vice versa. We've learned about the improvements in aircraft technology over the years, how differential equations can be used in our everyday lives, various flow measuring devices and their functions. If you would like to learn more about aircraft, I suggest you go and visit the South African Air Force Museum in Airspeed, Cape Town. Here, you will be able to sit in the aircraft and experience what it is like to be in a pilot's seat. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you've learned a great deal. Until next time, goodbye.